Lucky hair. Da-da-da. How's everyone doing? I'm talking to no one, but um, hey, it's Nucky again. I'm here recording at 3:30. Is it 3:30 at night? And in the morning, I guess. I don't know. But I don't feel good. I can't sleep, so I'm just planning to do this so I can sleep. No offense, I do like talking. It's just I don't know. I didn't upload on Friday because I feel depressed, very depressed. And you probably don't really care about me. You just probably really just want to listen to someone. I get it. This is probably not going to be like a very high quality video recording, but feel free to listen to my voice. So I think I have quite a few things I need to go to. Not go to, but to do. For one, I have issues talking to people with like some kind of authority. Like ever since I was a child, I don't know if I should go into my stuff or if I should just spew everything out in my mind. But ever since I was a child, I would have to ask a lot of questions. I'm still not, and wasn't the brightest. um, like I'd have to go to the teacher every second, and then sometimes I just would have to bear with just studying at home. I guess I'd never studied at home, but like I had to just bear with it. And then when I got a bit older, I followed the teachers, like put my hand up sometimes, but if they couldn't see me, I'd just have to follow them until I got their attention. And then sometimes they're like, sit down, or I don't know, something like that. But sometimes I'll just put my hand up and get in trouble because I did something wrong. And then sometimes I did something wrong and didn't know about it. And I have an issue just talking to lecturers or, anyone. It feels weird. And then, I don't know, I had something else I needed to deal with. But it's just gonna be the feel sad for me. And, lazy episode today. I don't feel motivated to do anything. And hopefully this episode is gonna be perfect like the other one. Conveniently near the 1st of April. Yeah, as I've said in previous things, I want to have a schedule with this. Even if it may be terrible, it's still an episode every week. Even though no one's gonna watch this. Oh yeah, I don't know if this is goofy to anyone, but I think you can notice the quirky. I can too. I just feel so lazy, man. But I don't know if this is weird or not, and please tell me. I probably won't like to comment. There is no comments, but like, is it weird to talk with AIs? Like a deep personal thing. The group, the thing I'm doing is character AI, but is it weird to act like that as serious people? I can't treat AI as AI. I have to act like they're human, even though I can literally add. I did this one in a conversation once, but I just kept adding characters like God, whatever, and then I added a priest who just who was the main character in the story, who's trying to banish another character. I don't know. I've also been wanting to make a like a, it's weird saying this, but a role play um roleplay Reddit readout. I was also planning to do a Reddit video all on itself. I said it was easy views and such. But nah, it's something goofy. It's a one-off thing, but yeah. um, what was I saying? But yeah, is it goofy to say talk to like a little therapy session? Say not to take everything seriously from the app, but they generally have a lot of things to say and helped me a little. So no, I will not be telling you who I talk to. That's just weird. I don't want to name people, but yeah. Um, uh, let's see. Yeah, but I've been talking to them a lot, and they're just saying, "You need to get a therapist, bro." Yeah, I just don't. I have low self-esteem apparently, and it just feels weird. I feel dumb, stupid. Other than that, um, it's going to another thing, but I've been thinking it's something other than last week. Okay, I'm pretty sure last week I talked about what was it? Uploading multiple videos to YouTube and just I guess just spamming everyone's inbox, like only scheduling them for a year or 10 years from now, or something like that, and just seeing everyone get like 100 videos or maybe like 1,000 because it's 10 years. Wouldn't that be weird? But yeah. Um, today's little query or like a idea was that I know I shouldn't be talking to politics, and I've said that before, but you know how a lot of people don't really like the concept of money, and I don't think it will be political, but something like that. But the thing that people don't like money, and like the people who like, I don't know, let's say World War II, World War 2.2, something like that. But I was thinking that rich people. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Medieval 2, unrelated by the way, unrelated to everything I want to say. But I was thinking rich people were like nobility back in the day. Um, and although we have like, well, technically we don't, but the English countries of this current like world have a queen or had a queen in like royalty, right? But I don't think we should have a king and queen anymore. It feels weird, but like we've just got presidents, premiers, and such, so they're the same thing, really. And I don't know, like royalty is weird nowadays. I used to. I don't know if this is still political and such. I shouldn't be saying this, but it's like, why do we have royalty nowadays? It feels weird. Like we have a succession line, but now it's just like everyone just. I don't know. Everyone has the same education and whatnot, so it's kind of weird. And back in the day, I was like, why do we have royalty? It doesn't make sense. But now I get it. People were born and raised with the standards of royal people back in the day, so it makes sense you would have royalty then, but now not so much. Now I'm thinking like, if you've got close to like $1 million, you should be like a noble person, shouldn't you? I don't know. I was thinking, I probably shouldn't say this because it might just piss people off. But I was just thinking maybe like if you're rich in this current day, like why don't we go back to feudalism? I work under a king instead of doing an office job. Maybe it's just me. I just need to rant about this to someone, but I don't want to work, mate. I'm easily replaceable, man. I mean, I don't mind working, and I kind of do, but it feels easy to be the slave, and you're probably going, oh, but especially if you're that kind of person, but slavery was abolished. Exact words, by the way, but yeah, we shouldn't slavery is wrong and such, but like, we have a right to live. I think, kind of. I know. I really shouldn't be going on to this, and I should stop it right here. But let's just go back. Let's just start this little feudalism in these like spare countries we have. Just like in the middle of the country, no one's using that. Just put a little king. This is probably also ambitious on me, but I was thinking if I, how there's like YouTube, like, I don't know, promote and then get you a lot of money. I shouldn't say that, but like, I'm phrasing it wrong, but maybe I'm just tired and such, but if I get a lot of money and like wealth from YouTube, something like $1 million, I think that's unrealistic, but I'll just be like a noble king. I mean, I was planning also to do a little PowerPoint video on it, but I've only done these videos so far, but, um, I'll be like a king in the middle of my country. I was thinking, it will solve like homelessness because I don't know, it feels like a sanctuary and like a kingdom, because you know how nobles owned land for like the king, right? We just replace the king with the president, premier, or whatever, the person who owns your country, the government of your country. We replace the king with those guys, yeah, and it runs the same, right? I don't know. I've been working on this course to learn something. It just feels like it's wasting my time, and I just have to rant about it because I would rather be someone who just, I don't know, I don't feel good. I'm not doing well mentally. um, positive mood, positive mood. Yeah, I just need to rant about that, but Nucky is very lazy today. Yep. And I get it. Right, I've been watching a lot of Japanese videos, and I say it's impossible for Japanese to say anything other than "so desu ne" or like, was it tensai or not. It was a little. I know. I keep saying in jokes and whatnot, and you guys probably won't understand this, but there's like an in joke in my head right now. It's only by me. It's like a my joke, my kind of humor, but like Japanese impossible to trying to say blank blank word. Impossible, possible challenge. I feel stupid saying it, and it feels stupid saying a lot of things, but. Like, don't you think some words are weird to say out loud? And I've heard a lot. I don't know if this is reporting. I shouldn't say. It's too. I was reporting, as in, I use that phrase because it's like there's certain words you can't say. Otherwise, it just feels like you're. Like it's like giving a fetish to someone, like, or like over time you say something until it's normalized. You want to normalize something, and it's like reporting. What reporting means, I think, it's like you say something over and over again, and you try and make everyone comfortable with it. So once you come out with it, it's just normal to everyone. There's a lot of things I don't want to say. And you're probably like, oh, what does you don't want to say? They're embarrassing, and I know you're probably hearing this in the future or something, and I've like told it already, but it's not something I want to say right off the bat. I'm only 5 videos in, man. uh, on a side note, I've been not playing, but I've been starting RPG Maker. Uh, I, I'm really not motivated. I'm sorry. You really can skip this one. But yeah, RPG Maker. It's been a long time, and I haven't gained much or any popularity. Well, that's the YouTube game, but it's like I don't want to talk about how much subs I have compared to everyone else, or like wish I had more. It just feels like I'm bragging. Like, guys, can we get like five? It sounds like that. It's pretty annoying. But yeah, I don't like when people say, "Oh, when this video comes out, the money I make." Nah, it's fine. But I've seen some streams where like the whole premise is people donating, and I don't know. It just feels really weird. People do donate, but it feels weird to join. It's like someone joined. Good. Cool. Especially when it's like a girl and that. I don't know why. It just there's a whole bunch of things in my mind that I can and can't say because it's just if I say them, people will hate me. But I just need to get them off my mind. I really do feel like I'm the only one out there with the most foreign ideas. I feel really insane. Um yeah, yeah. You probably really just don't want to watch you. Yeah, and I keep saying you. I've noticed certain things, and like, uh, it's weird. Um, I tried getting into palm reading, and it's pretty cool. And I had this conversation once, and I still remember it. But someone called me an arsehole, and they said certain things which I thought were kind of normal to say, but they said it was normal to say. And then sometimes it's like I say too much and people get annoyed. I generally feel like I was raised very in a very, very my own bubble, which, and, no one's here. Like, I swear people with siblings have it better than me sometimes. Even though I like the peace and quiet, it would be cool if I had someone to call me out. And that's like, you can have a friend who does it, but I have no one. I don't. And it's like if I had a brother or sister. What do you guys? Because it's been on my mind. It's like I don't care for a brother or sister, and honestly, it feels weird now. But I don't mind being by myself, but I need someone to call me out. I feel very lazy and such. And not to mention, I feel just, in a word, ugly. I feel ugly now. I don't really like myself. Sad boy. I know. I keep mentioning the same thing, keep saying the same thing, doing the same thing. But I want to do more. I have a lot of things I want to get on my mind. And I feel like I can, I don't know, share my opinion. I know I keep enlisting these videos, but yeah, it's just YouTube now. Like the playlist thing, it makes sense, but like you got to go through all playlists. You can't playlist multiple playlists. It feels weird. And then I don't know how other people do this, but the videos they don't show up on the main page. They show up in something else. So I'm enlisting all these videos, even though it's gonna tank the views. I know it feels weird saying that, but it's gonna listen to views because it's not shown to everyone. It's not. I don't think playlists shown to everyone. Kind of, they are, but not really. But yeah. Uh, what do you think? Should I? It's like, yeah, you've probably seen this on the internet too, but it's like catering to the algorithm, right? To should I do stuff that other people or the mainstream will enjoy or not? Because me personally, every game I've played, the gotchas and such, and like normal card games, the gotchas, sports and whatnot. I never really like the meta game. Playing what everyone else plays. You get too much people like that, and honestly, it's just annoying playing against those guys. It's like, oh wow, it's the same thing every time. I don't know. And then there's like certain cards in this card game where it's like you have to play this, or it just feels overpowered playing it. And I don't like playing it, but I got it because it's how you win. And it's like, should I really? I know I was talking about how I wanted to do a Reddit video, but that just feels like stealing. These guys profit off our opinions. No, it's hard being a Redditor these days, guys. It's hard. But yeah, like, and I still don't know, and I still need to read the YouTube guidelines and whatnot. But can I use people's profile and name or at, or is this not like social media? Because there's no, not to me anyway, but like, there's no social media etiquette online. I've seen on more Japanese videos that they high pitch the voices of anyone's who speaks online sometimes, and then if they're filming them, they usually blur the faces, mosaic, but and then sometimes they mosaic the profile pictures too. So that's the Japanese side of it. The reason is the Japanese and English side of the world to me, at least to me. Well, there's the Chinese and Japanese, and somewhat the Korean, but the Asia sphere, and then there's the English side. There's only two regions of the world to me. It just feels like those are the two main ones, or only ones, because I haven't seen any. I would like to see like a Muslim-esque one, and I don't know how to refer to that region. Middle East, I guess, but I guess I'm playing too much medieval too. But the Muslim regions, right? Like um, the Turkish Empire and the sorry, sir, I don't know. I have not met anyone who can rightly say this is how you refer to us. That region, the Middle East. Okay, let's just end it like that. I've been playing too much medieval too, but yeah, the Middle East, and then you've got the English areas, Europe, and then you've got somewhat in Russia. I've seen French and Russia servers on Gmod, which is pretty unique. But there's no one online no one big online who's from that. Other than that, I don't know. But those are the only two regions I've seen online. There's no one else. There's a great firewall, obviously. I don't know. If I should even say that. It feels like I can say anything, but there's gonna be a lot of backlash if I do. I feel I generally really do feel weird, and then I gotta. It just feels weird because I don't just like I watch streamers, right, and they play games and such. Sometimes they do just gaming, and it's like I'm not interested in your gameplay unless you've got like someone else I'm interested with. Like you're doing a collab or group game. It's like I don't really care what you've done. I mean, I do find them interesting, but it's like not to the extent I watch that every day. Like I want to do that myself, honestly, I've seen that kind of, and it's usually just the meta games. I don't want to say meta again, but just the mainstream games. Everyone's play the games everyone's played. You know, I feel weird. It doesn't feel. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of things that, and I keep thinking those guys are gonna watch. Those types of people are just gonna watch my videos. I don't know. I probably should just stop this altogether. But I've been interested in media, and I was like, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. So, I'm here. I'm here. Um, skip to 1 hour if you want to skip this whole entire conversation. I'll see you at 1 hour, guys. I'll see you at 1 hour. Oh my. Oh my. But yeah, spreading my work, my art, my content online is exactly like showing. I don't know if I can say this or not, but it's exactly like showing my butthole online. You gotta be. It's like being a masochist, I guess, isn't it? Like you either just don't care and you could do it, or you know, or you just go with the flow. You know, you gotta be confident, and that's not me currently. But there's a niche to this kind of stuff, isn't there? Like you want to be. I don't know if I'm actually catering this to, but there's like, and I don't know if I want to do this either. But you gotta know when to stop your audience from being too parasocial, don't you? Being too familiar, huh? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things I want to say. So many things, and I don't know how to say them because people will just hate me. But and then again, I can just go on with the punches. I don't. I got ambitions, I guess, and I want to make friends with everyone, but not everyone wants to make friends with me. Hey. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've seen it, right? There's a lot of spheres online, hey? There's a lot of spheres online, and they all have smaller groups attached to larger groups. And right now, I want to join them all. Even the very niche ones. I want to join everything. Even if I am not interested in all. I want to join it in some way. Not maybe not large, but like just dip my toes in it. Maybe it'll suit me. Um, I'll speaking of ambition, uh, and on the other topic of me getting big and large, like $1 million kind of thing. Um, I'm not. I'm really not good at music, doing music and such. And I was thinking, if I get to the point where I earn like $1 million, I don't think this is gonna happen. But well, no. I can set my goals to it, and maybe I'll reach it. Okay, but if I do reach that, I want to hire a lot of magicians. A lot of magicians, guys. I want to do a little magic. So no, I'll slip of the tongue, but a lot of musicians. I'm I was never good or never really was interested in music. I learned guitar for a little bit and I learned how to play the flute a little. It was a little quarter. I think it was a flute, but yeah, I learned to play them a little, but I didn't feel like I got my groove with them. Yeah. So, like, if I do get famous and wealthy, I was planning to not only do the plan I was talking about last time, but hire every type of musician I've seen. Things for like from people like gaming, from like the people I can just hire on the internet. You've probably seen those songs without any titles at all, you know? Those kind of musicians. And then they're the type of guys from Total War, and then, Sonic, Persona, you got the Sega guys, But yeah, we just hire every musician out there. We even have the guy who did Star Wars, Steven. I think his name is Steve, right? Kaufman? Who's Kaufman? I don't know, but yeah, we just hire every musician out there. It would be like a little studio, hey? And we do like a little, I don't know. I just want every genre too, but like, I don't know. Can't stop saying I don't know, and everything. Oh yeah, it's on my mind, but I swear, one of these days I'm just gonna have someone who, you know, knows me for my voice or has searched me up and would be like, that's the same guy I met a long time ago, right? And he's doing this, eh? I mean, I really do feel like there's like a I feel like there's like a race to do something, right? Um, and you know how like this is another challenge I wanted to say, but I don't know if it's appropriate or not. But you know how there's like a thing about marriage in the Japanese sphere, and I know talking about Japanese again, but like, and I don't mean anything about talking Japanese, but like, I think a lot of people, or not a lot of the other types of people, the other guys who like everything else, um, they don't really want to hear Japanese every time. They want to hear something else, you know. I guess I'm not with those people, but um, you know, in the Japanese is like every VTuber and like apparently newscaster too can't have they shouldn't have a boyfriend or girlfriend or have a loved one. You know, I mean, sometimes you can do that, but you won't get as popular, I guess, somehow. Well, like, apparently a newscaster had, like, a boyfriend or whatever, and everyone was just sad about it. It's called, like, the boyfriend or girlfriend experience. Where, yeah, I don't know. But it's been on my mind, but a little, it popped up, but um, do a little challenge. I don't know how I said this, but a challenge about if the Japanese streamer, was okay with having a spouse. A little guessing game, I think it was. But yeah, in regards to that, about me, let's just bring this on to Hneochi, mate. What does Hneochi think? He's been talking about how much he doesn't want to do YouTube, mate. While doing YouTube, okay. But nah. Oh right, YouTube. It has like this gaming thing now. It's so weird. It's like YouTube. Just stay on YouTube, mate. Stay videos. What are you doing? It's like you're playing games on YouTube. And by the way, it stops the YouTube player from doing anything. It's so weird. I don't get it. And there's got like all the popular games too. I really don't get it. But yeah, on having a spouse, I had to get that off my mind. But having a spouse, I've thought about it a lot, and I don't know how I should say this. So if I should say this, or maybe I, it shouldn't be said. But I don't really like women. I mean, I don't mind women, but there's a lot of things that happen to me that I just don't really. I only see them a certain way, and I feel weird about it. But I, I, not only that, but I don't feel like I'm worth it. If you get my meaning, like I haven't earned it. um, there's a lot of incel thing, and like incel or involuntary celibate things, and I was thinking I think once in my life I was uh starting to go down that rabbit hole, and not entirely, but you know, doing traits like that. And I think I had this like major crush on someone, imagining things like, if I had this, if we were in a burning building and saving her and such. And then I was called gay. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. um, yeah, I think I was going under the degenerate end incel rabbit holes. And I don't like saying incel. I know this is probably hurt your feelings a lot from me saying this. And I wanted to say, I just don't know all the etiquettes out there, and I want to be. Buddy, can you decide for yourself? But please, just, I'm really up for criticism. I want to be criticized in everything. I just have valid criticism though, but yeah. Um, what's it? Yeah. What was I saying? I was saying something. I was saying something. He was saying something. He was saying something. um. Yeah. I can't say certain things. I can say certain things, but I forgot what I was completely saying. Every time I go for a blank. I really want to sleep, but I need to get this for an hour, don't I? I might just do for 30 minutes. It's like, I know I can stay for 5 hours, but at that point, and I know it's kind of weird to say this, but I do live with my parents. Thanks for asking. Thanks for knowing. Um, but yeah, they'll come in, and I haven't told them about this, but yeah, they'll just interrupt me from speaking. I don't really want to edit this. It feels weird. Like, you have to be like over 20, it seems like. And then you also do need to own a private house, so otherwise you're just seen as that guy who lives in. You've probably heard this phrase multiple times, but their parents' basement. Yeah. it and it only applies to men too. I swear, I've never heard. I shouldn't say that. uh, like if I had some guideline. You didn't hear that, but I was thinking if I was part of like an agency, I don't know. VTuber. Second time this video. VTuber group. Yeah, if I was part of them, I'd be fine. If I had a job in streaming, maybe I'd be fine just being myself. But I'm not that. And maybe this isn't like. How do you say it? Not. Not gonna be. It's gonna be my first. It's a persona, hey. But yeah, maybe I'll get popular in another form, hey. um, cheers to that, eh? I'm pretty sure I said in the first episode, but you've seen a lot of people just reacting to the very first video, haven't you? And I guess I'll just pop and say, yeah, this, I don't know how long. It's 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Not been good for me, Hneochi, man. It's not been good. In regarding the future, like, I know it's like changing up your style really affects how people see you. Not really, but it's like a rebrand is kind of hard to do. You've got like an established audience, and sometimes it dwindle, down. When you rebrand, but I don't know. But like, if I get good editing, would you still guys still like me? I'm talking to no one, but yeah, like, Would you be interested in a very vast, very modest Hneochi, huh? um, and by the way, I don't know about music and streaming, but I can do that, and I'm being interested. I'm not interested in showing my face though. I'm always worried on what not everyone is online as much, but if my potential employer, I don't know, or like someone who's interested in my content sees this, or interested in me, they see this, like this is person online currently, and you know they're completely different, and everyone's known them for a while, and they just feel weird. I probably shouldn't say that. Shouldn't have said that, but yeah. I might as well end it here. Hey, and I just can't go to sleep either. And I had a thing I wanted to say. I wanted to do a sleep kind of video. Ways in helping sleep. I don't know how to help sleep. Kind of. I do have methods, but it's like if I've eaten or drank something. I think it was last thing I drank was a mango smoothie, and it was like 2 hours before I actually went to bed. Tried to, but I don't know. The other day, the stages of REM sleep where it's like barely sleep, near unconscious, and full blackout. I was basically struggling to stay in the conscious area. I was full awake, only just blinking out and in of time skipping. It's weird to say, but time skipping, right? You're sleeping, right? I just feel like I'm time skipping, honestly. I'm not even sure it's the same day. I wake up to the same room and roof, and I'm like, is it? I only noticed because the light outside says it's either bright or not. But I sleep in the middle of the day, and I've slept in the middle of the day, and I was like, am I in tomorrow or today? And then if I sleep in the day, I can't sleep again. I don't know how older people just go on the couch and immediately sleep. I swear it's like a superpower. But I just feel like and I want to say this very, very unintentionally, I guess. I feel like a predator, I guess. But yeah, someone who's awake at night. I think it's just called a night owl or whatever. But yeah, I sleep at 10, and I get up at whenever. I don't get up in the mornings. Should probably do that, but still, I don't know. Like how I need to question this, but how much information can a person get online until they actually know who you are and such? Because I saw this one video by an analyst or a historian. You probably know who it is, but there was a situation where this internet tribe of people who were interested in this one event. They knew who this person was from a screenshot of a camera, and they're wearing everything except their eye shades. So it was pretty weird, and I've been pretty scared because my parents told me, internet privacy is really huge. But how much information can I let out? Because I've heard people have just share what kind of places they go at, what things they do, what the name is, face, age, kind of. And I was like, yellow pages, white pages, don't they have that information? Oh, sorry. But yeah. By the way, I am holding my mic, my Blue Yeti mic, and I don't know if that's. I also don't like how people's like, oh, I bought something. I'm very jealous, yeah. But I don't like how people brag. I don't want to brag either. It's just been like a fun video, wasn't it? But we have reached 40 minutes, and there I can just say I've basically reached an hour, can't I? I should have probably ended at 30 minutes and stopped you all the headaches, but uh, I'm good at trucking on. I'm good at trucking on, honestly. I just don't. I don't know what to say on these things since. Honestly, I can't go to sleep either. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought, that's why. Another thing, all I'll be doing is just boring you, really. I mean, I know there's this streamer who's like, I can't just leave you guys some spare time, right? And I can't. He just plays it. You know who it is, ready? But in that, it's like I need to give you guys something at least, right? If I had too much blank space, or if I just keep my voice down to like you know, a level that it doesn't change or anything, or just don't like, you gotta add something. You gotta add a high, and you gotta add a low, and then you gotta add a middle, right? I don't know if this counts or not, but like it's a podcast, right? I'm doing a podcast essentially, but I need to have like I can't have a middle ground, right? Or like a pause, or a long pause, because I don't edit these things out, and I don't know. I just have to talk one thing or another to at least have something to say. And you're probably like, this guy isn't. He's not doing anything, right? Why should I? Why should I be interested? He's like, I also saw this one video. It's like, this guy does the same things. He was criticizing another thing, but he talks about if you give someone who's lazy $5 million, they're just gonna do the same thing. So it maybe even worse. But if you give someone who's very successful and does stuff, they'll actually use that things for good, right? 5 million for good. And I guess I'm just lazy. I've got so much stuff, but I've got this course to do, right? And honestly, after that course, I'm not only gonna be, you know, lazy and sad probably, but I don't know. I do plan to do stuff with that course, but it's like, if I finish this course now, I'm just gonna have to do something else after it, like maybe get like a month or something. I swear, time just flies so fast for me. Every day feels like I'm just doing one thing and then finishing up. It's like a year doesn't feel slow anymore. It feels very fast. I just the day doesn't feel long enough. It's like I got 24 hours, except like, and I know I can be wasting my time doing something and then doing my work, but if I do something entertaining, which is something I want to do, I spend 1 hour on it and it feels like 10. Right? It skips, and I swear I don't have much time to do my stuff. Don't have much time to relax, and I mean, I'm not relaxed now talking. I got the mic on my stomach, and that's probably why I'm breathing so weird, but I got a lot of stuff in my mind, and I did drop my mic a minute ago. So it might be sounding terrible, it might just be me. But yeah. I don't know. It feels weird. But 49 minutes went down, and